Hi, this is Roxy from Roxy Made It. Quick tutorial on how to do this pink ombre mermaid tumbler. This is on a 35-ounce skinny, and it is, I did purchase this from Stainless Steel Depot. You can find it online. I really like their products. They have a huge variety. 2 thumbs up if you guys choose to go with them. So let's start off by what we need today. We are going to need for you to figure out how to get an SVG of some mermaid scales. They also have them in dragon scales, but I prefer the mermaid scales. I haven't done that one yet, but I'm going to work on that one next. We're going to cut it out on any type of cardstock. The thicker the better, because it gives you the 3-dimensional. And these ones are about, individually, they're about 1 inch by 1 inch. So that's a good size for me. But again, you can make them bigger, smaller. Just depends on how much time you want to put into it. So we're going to clean our tumbler, get it ready. We are going to then layer it with some double-sided tape. Once we put the tape on, then we start applying the individual scales. After you've completely done all the scales, you're going to use your Mod Podge and whatever brush you choose, completely coat the whole thing. And then I actually, with mine, made sure I did a finish coat with this Quick Coat urethane sealer, and this is by CC DIY. 2 thumbs up. I use them for their sealer. I also use them for their epoxy, and I really like their product. So once we've sealed it and it's completely dried, choose your paints that you choose, whichever ones you want. If you just want to do one, if you want to do 2, you want to do a couple of different colors so that you have that ombre, that's great. So it's after it's completely spray painted, then you're going to go ahead and try this if you guys would like. This is the Rust-Oleum Imagine Color Shift, and it comes in about, I think about 5 or 6 different shades. This one here is the Color Shift Pink Champagne. And so what I did is after the paint was all dry, I sprayed it with this, and it kind of gives that little shimmery glow out in the sunlight without having to cover it with a whole bunch of glitter, which, you know, we all love glitter, but some people don't like glitter. So this gives it that little effect of shimmerness. So that being said, let's get going, guys. Okay, guys, so I've stuck all the strips of tape on there, and I'm looking at this, and this is 0.75 inch width. I just found this at Joann's. I guess any double-sided tape will do. This is actually the only one I could find, and it seems to be working okay. So we shall go further and see what happens. Okay, so the whole idea is you want this umbrella shape right here, and in the umbrella shape you're going to want to slightly overlap each one of these. That's what gives you the definition. Just as in these, you can see where they're slightly overlapping each other. That's what you want. You don't want to be able to see any of the actual cup behind each individual strip. So let's get going here. Like I said, this is the first time I'm actually using this tape, so we are kind of doing it together. I've seen it done on another tutorial and it looked much more simpler. I was kind of getting tired of taking all the glue off of my fingers from the Mod Podge. And we are going to spray paint this. After these are all added individually, I'm going to go ahead and decoupage it, Mod Podge it, I don't know the difference, to kind of get them to make sure that they all lay nice and flat, and go from there. And I have to say, guys, I'm pretty impressed with this method. It seems like it's gonna work out really well. I was having to stop with the decoupage ones, the Mod Podge ones. I'm just gonna call it Mod Podge because that's the only thing that I know it is. I was having to stop to peel all the glue off of my fingers and wipe them down every so often. So the idea is to make sure that each corner is touching the other one and that the top is covered. We're not going to worry about the bottom because we're going to spray paint it and you're not going to notice it. Just like this one, I've kind of left it undone. I did the other cup this way and it didn't make a difference. The top is a little bit different. So let me continue to put all these on, and each strip you just peel off and the stickers underneath there. So that's how that works. So all these are individual. I know when I get to the end I'll do something different. So when I get to the very end, I will show you how to do that. Okay, guys, so I've completely covered it in all the scales. I will probably never ever again use decoupage to do this. I will use the double-sided tape. So now I'm going to go ahead and just completely coat it with the Mod Podge to get it to seal down. And again, the colors don't make any difference because I am going to spray paint it. However, I guess if you wanted to use some shimmery cardstock or textured cardstock, it would probably look really neat. I just used what I had. So let's go ahead and start to coat it. Okay. I put my decoupage in one of these little containers here because it's easier for me to dispense it. A wide lip on the actual container just doesn't do it for me. And it's stuck. Of course it is. Let's see what we can do. Oh, there it goes. Alright, and we're going to be generous with this. And I do have it on my football. So we're just going to go for it. Okay, we're gonna put our final coat of sealer on there. I did use the CC DIY sealer, so that's why it's a little shiny. This is again is a 35, I think, a 35 ounce tall cup. So I'm gonna try and get 4 colors in here, if not just 3, and I'm gonna go with the pink scheme, and we're gonna try and do ombre. So. I like that color. This is Rust-Oleum Magenta. It's in satin. So all my colors are a little different. Satin, flat, glossy. Okay. Okay, we're going to go on to berry pink. Same concept, just keep it a distance from you as far as you can and overspray just ever so lightly. Okay. We're going to come back in with the magenta, make it a little bit more defined. And then we're going to move on to candy pink, also Rust-Oleum. And this one's a gloss, so here we go. And there you have it.